Kind of dangerous sometimes. Well, guess what? That's where flameless technology comes in handy. And the luxury brand for flameless candle technology is Luminara. And from them, I have a beautiful holly berry flameless candle available in a 5-inch or 7-inch. It's beautiful. It's embossed real wax candle in this beautiful green kind of holly berry design. Greg Lawrence is here. He brings it with him today for us. At a clearance price too, which is crazy because it's hard to ever find Luminara at such a savings in value. So choose your size. 5 inches, $34. 7 inches, $36, and on Easy Pay as well, 4 monthly payments. I love it. No reorder though, final quantities. So see what Greg's doing? He's touching that flame. This is a safe candle to have. This is a candle that will never turn black, get melted, lose its gorgeous look. That's the difference of flameless.
And if it falls over, there's no fire, there's no singed kitty cat, there's no wax on your dining room table. So it's incredibly safe, but so lifelike. And this was developed by those Imagineers in Florida, the happiest place on earth.
Oh, you mean that big amusement park?
Exactly, because they needed candles in the Haunted Mansion.
Oh.
And they needed them to look absolutely real so they would fool millions of people a year. But you can't have an open flame in an attraction like that. And you can't have an open flame in lots of assisted living places or in workplaces. So this is ideal for all those spots. And it looks absolutely real. It even throws shadow like a real light. And it's beautifully made.
Well, it has a real life dance of a flame. It's beautiful, and it really has become the high-end line of flameless technology. And as you bring down the light, look at how that flicker, that dancing flame, so to speak, reflects off the top of Greg's hand. That's realistic, and that's what we want out of our flameless candles.
It looks so real. We have these when we first come into the office here. It's a place called the operations desk, and we check in, and there's frequently Luminara candles there. I've been associated with Luminara for several years. I still am surprised every time I see them out of the corner of my eye. Even when you're 15 inches from it, it looks so lifelike.
It does. Now, Greg, this is a holly kind of motif in terms of the candle. You're an interior designer, you have this impeccable taste. How would you decorate this?
Well, I love the fact of the holly on here because it adds depth and dimension to the candle. I love it on a mantelpiece, so you can see they're flickering up there, but because they have a timer, 5 hours on, 19 hours off, so you don't have to climb up and down your mantle. I would also use them in a bookcase because bookcases get very dark, and of course you can't have real open flame in a bookcase because it would catch on fire. But the motif on this is holly, and it's been embossed, and I'm going to slowly turn it so you can see 360 degrees. And the holly is so dimensional, and it has those sprigs with the berries, but it also looks like, Stacy, it's been frosted by a winter's snow.
I was just thinking
and
that.
It just adds that subtle depth and dimension, and it makes it look, I think, like a really expensive boutique item. You know,
it
just
does.
looks like $1 million.
So much detail, beautifully crafted. I love it. It requires 2D batteries. You'll have to supply those, but that is going to give you how many hours of battery?
500 hours of glow time. So I want to show too that we'll come back, but you'll see there's just a really simple way you slide it. It's either on, off, or it has something that we call
a remote
control.
Oh my gosh, for a candle. Now that doesn't come with it.
No,
you'd have to buy that separately.
But many people already have Luminara remotes, so this works with this too. Guys love remote controls. Something about the power of just, making these go on and on. So it works on 3 different ways. So it'll come on every night at the same time if you want it to, but if you only use your living room every so often, and this is up in a china cabinet or on the top of a high shelf, maybe the remote control is the way to go.
It's the ability to be able to put candles now where you never could before. Right. A candle that is as beautiful as this. Would you imagine trying to burn this? It would ruin it. It would melt. It would get black. It would get yucky. And you'd spend all that money on something that you then have to throw away.
And I have a golden retriever. She can clear a coffee table with 2 swipes. So should this fall over, you don't have to worry about an open flame. You don't have to worry about dripping wax. Completely safe and utterly beautiful.
And by the way, it's unscented real wax, so you don't have to worry about any fragrance. I love it. I love it because it's on Easy Pay, but grab it now before it's gone because we're down to our final quantities from Luminara, the Holly Berry candle. It's item H203160. Greg, thank you so much. All right, that wraps it up for me. Jennifer Coffey will be coming up. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll be here, but enjoy some